Hi, everybody. I'm Joe.
And I'm Mary.
And we're Book Buds. Happy New Year.
It's exciting to be in 2025. So we're here to talk about our resolutions, how we did last year, and what we're planning for this coming year. So first, let's just recap how we did.
Okay.
I, of course, did very well at meeting my goals.
Did you? I'm shocked.
I always do. I just said to Joe a couple weeks ago, I'm like, I have a couple books on my New Year's resolution that I just haven't read yet, and I don't know if I'm going to. And he's like, well, what are you reading next? I'm like, I don't know. I don't have anything I want to read next. And he's like, well, you have time to read those. I'm like, fine. So I did.
You did it.
So my goals were maintain one book per week, which I did. Maintain entering on my Goodreads, which I feel like is a no-brainer. I'm not going to set that as a goal anymore. Obviously, I've been doing a very good job with that.
Yeah.
I wanted to make a read next folder in Goodreads so that when, I have my want to read, but there's so many books in want to read. So I wanted to put, separate books in a special read next folder, and I've done that, and I've used that, and it's been good.
And it works out well.
Yeah, I like it. I go there when I'm, just not really sure what I want to do next.
Yeah,
so it's been good. I said that I would read Danielle Page's Wish of the Wicked. It was a new book, and I was like, I'll give it a chance. There was one book I loved by her, which was Snow Queen. Is that what it's called? Do you remember? I think it's called Snow Queen.
I don't think it's
Snow.
Queen.
No, Snow. Maybe it's just called Snow.
Snow.
The book image is here now for you because we can't remember. But anyway, I loved that book, and she never wrote the sequel for it, and it's been aggravating me.
Yeah.
But the rest of her books, all the Dorothy books, I don't know, they were okay. So again, Wish of the Wicked, I was having a hard time getting into it all year, so I picked it up, putting it down. But when you said just read it, I did. The beginning was so slow. But the end was good. Now I want to read the second one.
Okay. All right.
And I said that I would read more Clan of the Cave Bear because Clan of the Cave Bear is your favorite book by Jean Owl. And I had read 1 through 3.
Yeah.
But she talks about the trees and the rocks and the plants and
the
oh my
herbs,
God,
yeah.
it's
I
exhausting. I love the story when you can get to the story. So I did do a free trial on Audible, and I got 2 credits, and I listened to book 4 and book 5.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
What were you doing while you were listening to this?
I was crocheting.
Okay.
I was cleaning and prepping for Christmas. Maybe making stuffing and stuff like that.
Okay.
Working around the house. Yeah. They were good though, but drag.
They're 300 pages too long.
Yeah, exactly. I said I was going to track new books by my favorite authors, new books that were coming out by my favorite authors.
Yeah.
And so I got very excited. Joe is my tracker.
I do it for her.
I know. So, I sort of met the goal because, one week, I just, sat down and I researched everybody and I wrote a date of what was coming out and blah, blah, blah. So I was, all on top of it, but then that was it. I did that once in the whole year. So I don't think that that's realistic for me. You just have to keep me informed.
I help you, yeah.
You're very good.
Yeah.
I set a goal that my son would read a book by my favorite author.
Yes.
And I was a little nervous because that's beyond my control a little bit. But he did in December. He picked up Iron Trials by Holly Black and Cassandra Clare.
Yeah.
And he liked it, and he moved on to the second one in the series.
Oh, great.
So, yay.
Nice.
And then I said that I would read 10 or more T.J. Klune. Do you know how many I read?
How many did you read?
These include, little... novellas and also super super short internet book things that he wrote. 22.
Oh wow.
That's a lot.
That is a lot.
I just counted before. I was maybe it was 15. I'm not sure. I counted 22. I was like,
22.
Oh my God. Yeah.
And you still have a little bit more to go.
Just a little bit. And then the last thing I said I was going to do was read some banned books, and I did. I made good on that, but I don't enjoy older books. So it wasn't positive for me, but I read Lord of the Flies, Lord of the Rings, Clockwork Orange, and To Kill a Mockingbird.
Good job.
Right?
Wow, yeah.
Thank you. So I accomplished all those goals.
So you accomplished every goal that you set forth.
Yes, I just didn't do the one well about the author's new books.
Okay.
Yeah. How'd you do, bud?
Well, I did better than last year.
Good. We're usually opposites. Joe's I didn't accomplish anything.
But I didn't accomplish every single thing you did.
Okay.
So I wanted to read more literary fiction. I get on these like kicks, and I just want to like do more of certain things.
Yeah.
I did not achieve that goal. I didn't read one literary fiction, and there were some that were questionable. So I'm like Googling like, what's the genre of this book? And literary fiction, those words were not underneath that.
That's hilarious.
So I'm like, okay, whatever. I'm a mood reader.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I wanted to read books on old New York City.
Yeah.
I did not achieve this goal. And this was like, I think, pulled forward from the previous year. I didn't read one.
That's hilarious. I love it.
It wasn't in my future.
Don't set it as a goal, and then maybe you'll read one.
Right, exactly. Banned books. I wanted to read banned books along with you. It was my idea. I got the cards. I didn't read any. I don't think. Well, I read Lord of the Rings.
Okay, that's one.
Okay.
But that one was assigned to me. So Joe has a deck of cards of banned books, and they're really cool, and we want to do a video with them. Yeah. But we can't do a video with them if we haven't like read some of them to talk about. So we divided them up, and I read mine, and you read one of mine.
I read one of yours. Yeah. I mean, maybe some of mine were banned. I'm not sure.
I don't think
somewhere,
so.
maybe in some school district somewhere.
I don't think so.
You don't know. Okay, so those are all those. Okay, so then I said I wanted to read more T.J. Klune. I was on a huge T.J. Klune kick, and I achieved that goal.
Good.
I read 14 T.J. Klune books in 2024. I completed
him.
Yeah. I completed the Green Creek series, the Extraordinary series, the Verania series, the Seafarer Chronicles, and How to Be series. I just went through all of them.
Nice.
Yeah, I did those and then some, and plus we met him this year.
We did.
That was a highlight of 2024.
Mm-hmm. Good TJ Klune year for us here.
Yeah.
And he had his new book come out. I mean, it was a good year for TJ Klune.
Okay. So those were all the general goals. Then I wanted to finish the Extraordinary series. I did that. Mm-hmm. I wanted to finish the Green Creek series. I did that. I wanted to finish the Land of Stories series, and I did not do that.
You should, though. You would like it.
Yeah. I wanted to
someday.
I will. I wanted to finish Graceling series with Sea Sparrow, and I did that.
And you hated it.
Didn't like it. I wanted to finish the Dorothy Must Die series. I did not do that. Mm-hmm. And that's it.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Not too bad for you.
I did better.
Yeah.
I'm happy.
Especially with all that TJ Klune, my goodness.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. All right, 2025. Moving forward. Do you want to go first since you're like on a roll here?
Yeah, let's go.
Okay.
First reading goal of 2025. I want to read my own books, Mary. Okay?
You've been saying this for a while.
I've been saying this for a while, and I know that we all do on BookTube, right? We want to read our own books, but we never do. Mm-hmm. We never do. So I have several hundred unread books of my own, right? Many of them I don't feel compelled to keep. So that's also a part of my existence right now. I want to like purge things and just get rid of things. Mm-hmm. So I have a plan, okay? So I want to... Well, first I stopped buying the books.
Okay.
Right? I purged a lot.
You've cut down on your buying significantly.
I cut down significantly on buying.
Have you put a full stop?
Not 100%.
Okay.
But I'm like librarying it up.
Yeah, you are.
That was another goal.
Yeah.
I achieved that goal. Doing so much library stuff.
I think you can only library if there's something new out and you're like, I gotta read that now.
I have a plan.
Okay.
I have a plan. So now, we're going to do like a loose guideline, right?
Okay.
Because we know how I am.
Yes.
And as soon as there are rules in reading, I don't like it.
You rebel.
And I'm going to rebel, and I'm not going to follow the rules.
He doesn't even want to hear it from me. If I like try to support him, he's like, don't tell me my business.
Yeah. No. Reading needs to be 100% fun. Mm-hmm. But for every 5 books that I read that are my own, I'll let myself read a library book.
Okay. You can follow a rule like that?
Well, it's a very loose guideline.
Guideline. Okay.
It's a very loose guideline that's probably going to help me. Because, favorite authors are going to release books.
Yeah.
And if I let that go, then it's just going to be annoying because then it's just going to be on the list. And then it's going to be another goal that I have to reach. Like, I'm going to want to read it when it comes out.
Yeah, I understand.
So I'm going to let myself.
Okay.
So that's the loose guideline. And I'm ready. I'm ready. And I already started.
Okay, good. My first goal is to finish some unfinished series. Usually, I don't have unfinished series. That's like very weird for me. But I guess I was just, busy with a couple and like got distracted by other books. So, one, I do want to try and finish Clan of the Cave Bear because I only have the 6th one to go. It's going to be dense, but I should finish it.
Very doable.
Yes. 2, Princess Academies. I thought was super cute when I read it. It was a recommendation from somebody in my crochet group, and I read the first 2. It's a more youthful read, but I loved them. And there's just one more. I don't know why I didn't read that last one, but it's called The Forgotten Sisters, so I just forgot to read it. By Shannon Hale. So I plan to read that one to finish it up. And then I read the first of a series called How to Flirt with a Naked Werewolf by Molly Harper. And it was fun. And there's 2 more. That's not a big deal. I want to read those and then finish that up.
Okay.
That's my first goal.
All right, great.
Next goal.
Okay, so I kind of touched on this, but I'm going to make this its own goal. Because it's very important to me. So I want to unhaul more books. I want to film an unhaul. I want to show you guys what I'm getting rid of to prove to you and to Mary here that I'm accomplishing these goals that I'm setting forth. So, yeah, I went through a little something over the Christmas holiday. I spent a lot of time at home in my library, and I just got massive anxiety. I'm like, I own way too many things. I had some existential problems going on. I'm like, all these things, I'm going to die, and then someone's going to have to come in here and, clean them out and sell them or throw them in the garbage can in the dumpster. I'm like, these are my things. I need to do this myself.
You're thinking about this now?
Yes.
Wow.
I had, some sort of a minor breakdown.
Okay.
So, I need to get rid of stuff, guys.
That's very achievable, because you've done some purges before. I know you can do it again. But you have a lot, so it's hard.
Yeah.
Okay. I support you.
Thank you.
Yeah. All right, my next one. I want to read at least 5 books from a bookmark that I got from the library long ago. I've talked about this bookmark a couple times. It's I just picked up at the library. It said YA Fantasy, and it had a bunch of books listed on it. And several of them I've read, and I loved every single one. So I'm like, it's likely that I would enjoy these other books, right? So I read the ones that are on the bookmark that I've read. I would just want to tell you: 6 of Crows by Leigh Bardugo, Red Queen by Victoria Aveyard, Caraval by Stephanie Garber, Shadow and Bone by Leigh Bardugo, and Girls Made of Snow and Glass by Melissa Basherdouse. I loved all those books, right? So it would stand to reason that I'm going to love something in this list. So, guys, listen up and tell me which 5, or even just 1 or 2 that you know, that I should read out of this list that's on this bookmark. And then maybe the next year I'll finish it up or something. Okay, so Children of Blood and Bone by Tommy Adam. Read that. Tommy.
I mean, it could be even Tomi Adeyemi.
Tomi Adeyemi. Okay. The Fever King by Victoria Lee. I had said before that I was going to read that, and I didn't. We Set the Dark on Fire by
Taylor K. Mejia.
Pet by...
Oh, gosh.
This is bad, sorry.
Akweki Emezi? I don't know.
Cemetery Boys by Aidan Thomas. Bone Witch by Rin Chupeko. Scythe by Neil Schusterman. We Hunt the Flame by Hafsha Faisal. The Diviners by Libba Bray. Mirage by Samalia Dowd. Echo by Pam Munoz Ryan. So I've heard of some of these, and I've picked some of them up and just put them down. I've borrowed them from the library and returned them without reading them or something like that.
Okay.
So there's definite ones on here that I want to get to, but give me your votes. If there's something you've read and you're like, Mary, you're going to love this, tell me which ones I should read.
I feel like I have Bone Witch.
I feel like I picked it up and put it down, maybe. I don't think... Did I read it? I don't think I read it.
No.
Okay, next goal for you?
Okay, you're going to be surprised at this.
Okay.
All right, so I want to read longer books.
No, you don't.
You're going to be surprised.
You're lying. This is a goal you're not going to achieve.
So let me explain. I think you'll understand. Okay, so I always say that I hate long books, right?
Yes.
And we have a set number of pages that we like, right? Around 400, exactly. So, okay, in 2022, my average book length was 267.
That's because some of them are novellas.
In 2023, my average book length was 288. Went up a little bit.
Okay.
In 2024, it was 376.
Oh.
And I like this. I want my average to be more towards the 400.
More robust. So then
You know?
you have to quit novellas.
Yeah, I don't know if I have to quit them or if I just, because this year,
Yeah.
I was like noveling it up. All books. You know, the prior year I was doing all these graphic novel things. No. This was all like books. So like I think I can do this. And I had just this thing. I read all these light Christmas books.
Yeah.
Corny, terrible. I was like, ugh, why am I doing this? They're like 200 pages, whatever. So I had such an urge to just hunker down and read a book. I was searching my shelves for like a longer book, something a little bit dense, even just like heavy and hard to get through. Picked it up, read the whole thing. I had such a good time. It was almost 400 pages. And I'm just like, I don't know what came over me. I'm in that mode.
Yeah, 400's our norm though, man.
400, yes. We're gonna get my average up
Okay.
to be where it needs to be.
Okay. Sounds good.
So longer books.
All right, cool. I am going to finish all of TJ Klune because I'm so close, guys. I only have 3 of his books left to go. So
Right.
this is going to be the year where I can check him off. And then I'm going to be sad. I'm going to be like waiting for his next new books to come out. And he's been re-releasing some of his books that like he had published independently, and like, you know, now the publisher's picking them up and sending them out. And like that's gonna happen, and I'm gonna already have read it. So I'm really hoping that he doesn't just sit on stuff he's written already and wait, because I want more new stuff once I finish him.
That's why I'm not putting that as a goal. I'm slowing down. I'm pumping the brakes.
I know, but we got to do our ranking video of him when we finally finish. So I want to push you along. I don't want you to totally slam those brakes down.
I don't have that much more to go, and I'm
I
really
know.
sad that it's gonna be over.
I know, but he's gonna keep writing. He has so much in him. So,
Ugh.
but yeah, that's what my next goal. How about you?
My next goal. I want to read more Stephen King.
Okay.
I had a mini marathon this year. I read Pet Sematary and Misery and Salem's Lot, and I had a great time. I loved it all, and it was just a new experience because previously didn't really have a great time with Stephen King. I don't think I was choosing the right ones.
Yeah.
They were too long. And just very boring. So I like his older books.
Yeah.
I think, you know. So this year, and these are all books that I have, I'm going to mention 3.
Okay.
I own them all, so it's taking care of that other goal as well.
Cool.
Cujo,
Uh-huh.
The Shining,
Uh-huh.
and Carrie.
Nice.
And none of those are thousands of pages.
Right.
And I think I'm going to enjoy those. So I'm really looking forward to getting through those Stephen King.
That's a good goal. I like
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Very achievable for you. Okay, my next goal, I was trying to think, like, how can I read something that's not typical book that I would go to, you know? And so last year it was reading banned books, and I don't know that I want to keep doing that this year. So my husband has the bookshelf in the house. I don't really keep books like I do ebooks, so I have just like a corner on the shelf in his bookshelf. So I am going to pick at least one book from his portion of the bookshelf, and I'm going to read that this year.
I like it.
Right? And that's a way to branch me out into an author that I wouldn't normally read, a genre I wouldn't normally read, to experience something different.
Because he does like science fiction, no?
Yeah, and like classics too. I'm going to avoid that shelf.
All right, so my birthday is coming up, and I don't know why, but I just have this urge to like read a book that was published in my birth year.
Oh, that would be fun.
Right?
Yeah.
1982. So I did a little bit of research. We have some V.C. Andrews books. We got Stephen King. We have The Mists of Avalon, that really popular like Camelot book that everybody talks about. So I got to choose one, and I think I'm going to do it.
Awesome.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting to see which one you pick. My next goal is I'm going to listen to all of the Harry Potter books on audiobook. Because I have read them and reread them and read them aloud. I read aloud all 7 books. I had to have a lot of cough drops.
Oh my God.
There was a lot of pages to read
That's
out
a
loud.
lot.
Because the longest book I've ever read is book number 5, like in my life. And I read that out loud.
Oh my God.
In addition to all the other ones.
To your kids.
To my daughter.
Holy.
Yeah. So anyway, so I want them read to me. I'm going to listen to them. If you guys have like a particular narrator that you think is the best, let me know, because I want to pick a good one and I want to listen to them all.
Yeah, you need to experience that.
Yeah.
It'll be like a full completion.
Yeah. I'm
Right?
excited.
All right, so I have some series that I want to finish.
Okay.
Okay?
This is an ongoing goal.
Some
You
of
can
them.
do it.
I have the Septimus Heap series. Remember that one? It started with magic.
Yes.
I have 3 books to go.
Okay.
And 1 novella.
Okay.
Okay, I have the Shady Hollow series, which is that fun little mystery series with animals who talk and solve crimes. I have 2 books left and 2 novellas.
Okay.
Okay, you might want to do this one with me.
Okay.
Narnia.
Okay.
I have 6 books to go.
I mean, I only read the first one.
The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe?
Yeah.
I don't think that's the first one.
Oh, it's not the first one?
I don't think so. So I might want to just reread that as well.
Interesting.
Now I'm going to pull forward from last year, Land of Stories.
Yep.
I have 2 books and 2 novellas to go. And Dorothy Must Die. 3 books and 3 novellas to go.
How many is in Dorothy Must Die total? Is it like 6 or something?
It's 4 novels and then all those novellas.
Oh, so you only read 1 novel.
I only read the first one, yeah.
Okay.
That's it.
All right, you can do it. Do you own any of these? Is that working on what you own?
Like Dorothy Must Die, Land of Stories, and Narnia I own.
You own them. Okay, good. This I love how all your goals link together.
Ties it up.
All right, my last goal, you might not like it, but I think I want to read fewer books.
You're so funny with this. You come back to this from time to time.
I read 120 books this year, which is like mind-boggling. But I was looking at it this morning, and there were some that were graphic novels, there were some that were novellas, and like a bunch were audiobooks. But like, that's a lot, 120.
You want to take a break from
What
reading?
Can I like?
You
I should do other things.
You always come back to this. You're so funny.
So yeah.
Well, that is a lot.
I am not gonna. So what I mean by like I want to read fewer,
Like
I am not
fewer?
gonna strive to beat my 120.
I mean, that would be just crazy.
Because previously I felt like I kept creeping and I wanted to like, one up it. And last year was 118, so here I hit 120. But like, I feel like I've achieved something with that. And it's okay to step it back. Like,
it totally is.
My goal is always just at least 1 a week, so at least 52 for the year. But, if I hit 100 and call it quits there, that's fantastic. I don't need to hit 120 again. So I'm allowed to step it back.
Are you going to set a number?
Myself. No.
You're not going to set a number on Goodreads?
Oh, I'll set 52. I always set 52 as my minimum. Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah. Okay, so before we wrap up, we should mention our favorite book for the year. Just something fun to share. So my favorite for the year was Sing Me to Sleep by Gabby Burton. I was surprised by this book. It was something that I wasn't expecting a lot from, and I was just really excited about the story of a siren. It was just so cool. So I was happy to be able to read the second one. I'm hoping to see more from the author. I really enjoyed it.
Great, good job.
Yeah. What was your favorite for the year?
My favorite for the year is going to go to Misery by Stephen King. I had a mini marathon. I did Pet Sematary, which I loved. And I was like, is this going to be my favorite? But then Misery came along and it just couldn't compare. It was just so good. I loved it so much. The way that he wrote that book, oof, so good.
Nice.
I highly recommend it.
All right. So overall, good reading year.
Fantastic.
We hope you guys have had a good reading year. Tell us what your favorite's been, what your goals are. We'd love to hear.
If you're enjoying Book Buds, give us a thumbs up.
And share us with your friends.
And subscribe to our channel, Book Buds!
Be sure to subscribe. Thanks for watching.
My favorite was Sing Me to Sleep by...
Gabby Burton.
No, that's not who it's by.
Oh.
Is that who it's by? Yeah, I think you're right. By Gabby Burton. Should I redo that?
Yeah.
Okay, so my favorite for the year... Is that good enough?
Yeah.